Welcome back to The Cabin with your host, Anna Wolf. The stories I share with you on this platform are all my own life experiences, narrated in a way that leaves you with a space to gain perspective in your own stories and help you connect the dots for yourself. I'm not a therapist nor a doctor, but you can't think of me as your muse, your guide, a fellow wolf walking into the unknown together. The opening line for today's show, how lucky am I that things did not work out? How many times have I crawled around in my bed, like literally crawling, begging God to make it stop? The heartache, the over and over again mistakes, and the experience of losing a loved one. I recall countless times in my life where I was fighting in prayer, asking, why? I don't understand. Why do I need to experience this so viscerally? If you love me, why? I kept hearing the message. If you want more, if you want to be seen through your art, through your voice, through who you are, then you have to go on this journey. And it's going to get lonely, it's going to get scary, and most of all, it's all going to be new. I am preparing you for so much more. I am bigger than your brain, bigger than your veins. I kept hearing this in my heart, and these were actually the lyrics I wrote on my Trust Part 1 album for my interlude song on my work as tailor. And so my journey continued. The countless failed relationships, the drunken last nights, the embarrassing moments between me and the many human beings I so desperately wanted to connect with. Years became marked by deaths, losses, failures. The year I lost my grandfather and my dog. The year I lost my grandmother, my father, and my best friend. And almost lost my mother too. The year I got a divorce, crying in my newly moved home alone, eating tuna out of a can, sipping on red wine whilst crying uncontrollably on my wedding dress, all before the age of 30. Feeling ripped out of my body time and time again, being prepared to cope and failing to cope all at the same time, every time. At times, anger and understanding feel like the exact same thing. For me, it's in the anger that I understand the weight of it all, the push. The argument of one's beliefs and understandings to be seen, felt, and validated. I consider anger a freeing of pent-up energy. The loss of what was. I consider this a big black hole, wisdom so thick that I can't see. When you talk to your God, source, higher power, and say, nothing can surprise me anymore, let me have it. It is here where we let go. It is here that I surrender. On a carpet, crying, begging God to remind me that I'm not alone. My promise to my higher power that I will never go alone. I will never think that I'm alone. And this date, I date my baptism. January 2021. My question for you, my fellow wolf, is this. Where are you holding on? And why? What story did not work out for you? And why are you holding onto it so dearly? So here's a little something you can try when you're at home in a safe space. I call this practice the mirror alchemy. I want you to look yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes straight and ask, show me what you want me to see. I want you to sit really close to the mirror, like 5 centimeters max away from it. Hand on your heart, steady your breath, and ask it a few times. Show me what you want me to see. I'm here for you. Where am I holding back? See what appears for you. If there is a shift, great. Keep at the practice. Though sometimes one might not feel anything, and that's also okay. But if you continue to do this, something magical starts shifting. I tried this practice one night in a dimly lit room, And I asked the same thing. Show me what I need to see. What is holding me back? What happened next was super freaky. My face, for a split second, turned into my father's. Not similar, exact. And it was definitely not my imagination. I had become my father's face. I got such a big fright that I stepped back, totally freaked out by what I saw. Why? I asked. Why my father? In my interpretation, I was my father. I am my father, and he is me. What I don't like in someone's traits is a mere reflection of where forgiveness has not taken place yet, or a life lesson that I still have to learn. Grace appears when we conjure it from our highest power. Our true alignment is love, and anything else outside of this is our ego, our fight, our own internal war, and no war has ever truly been won. The mirror alchemy practice. Share in the comment section if you have done this practice, and if it worked for you, and what shifted for you, if anything. But please promise me you will do this for a few weeks, for a while, before you report back. Like anything, it's a practice. It all depends on how open and relaxed you are. And don't judge yourself too hard. A dimly lit room with soft angelic music will always help enhance the space into an immersive experience, therefore more quickly being able to channel it. For the past year, I've been asking myself the question, am I living enough life? Today, I felt pulled into a store, like I was being led by my umbilical cord. So, my son, my dog, Wolf and I walked into the store. What was supposed to be a bit of window shopping quickly became something else, almost like a church ceremony. We were standing alongside the new selections of jeans when a woman saw Wolf first, and she asked, "What kind of dog is this?" I said, "He's a Whippet Lurcher." She replied, "Oh, I always just call these breeds greyhounds or whippets." "I didn't know there were so many different types within the hound family," she smiled. "Yeah, before Wolf, I also referred to them as one or the other." She looked at him thoughtfully. "They're so unusual looking." And then something shifted, almost like an energy passed through the conversation. She suddenly started sharing her thoughts on the state of the world, saying that animals are truly here to show us the way. The conversation became deep and full of contrast almost immediately. She was wise, kind, open. It felt like we were lifelong friends, just quickly popping in to say hi. "These animals," she said, "they are these beautiful entities that roam around us in this crazy, newly challenged political world. Look at them. Aren't they wonderful? So unique." Just as I was about to walk away, she said, "You know, it's important to get away now and again, with the dog, to find movement, to go to new places." And as she spoke, I felt it. Another shift, like she had been divinely sent to me in that moment. And that conversation sparked the question all over again. Am I living, moving, or closing in on myself? And what story is still not resolved for me? One of my favorite Eckhart Tolle quotes is, "The secret to living is dying before you die." That means letting go of the old, of the parts of us that no longer serve, of the fear that keeps us small. We are here to expand and to evolve, to step into the unknown, because that is where life truly begins. So ask yourself, am I stretching? Am I expanding? Or am I resisting? Life isn't waiting. It's happening now. Heartache is not a punishment, but pathways. How lucky am I that things did not always work out? And how do I know this to be true? I'm here, talking to you, my fellow wolf, aren't I? Every dot brought me here. How lucky am I to share this with you? You are exactly where you need to be. I love you. If you like what you heard, please do subscribe, comment, and share. And I shall see you back here in the cabin.